Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about Thayyam, the ritual tradition of Kerala. Thayyam is unique. Thayyam is the ritual tradition of worshipping gods, goddess, dead ancestors, deceased hero, victimized personalities, terrific animals and serpents, devils, etc., is based on a rather simple concept that after suitable proprietary ritual, a god or a goddess belonging to a pantheon of hundreds of deities becomes temporarily manifest in the body of an empowered man, thereby elevating him to a divine status. Thayyam can also be described as a form of worship consisting of special combinations of symbols, rituals, and art forms, particularly through dance, through which the ghosts, good and evil spirits in the manifestations of subhuman animate beings, ancestor spirits of legendary figures of great valor, extraordinary power and endowment, and gods and goddesses, Shiva, Shakti, Vishnu, are appeased and honored. Thayyam is believed to be a corrupt form of the Sanskrit word Daivam, which means god or goddess. Worship of Thayyam can be considered one of the earliest forms of worshipping village gods in Malabar. Irrespective of caste and religion, people attended Thayyam performances seeking blessings, warding off evil spirits, demanding prosperity in their agricultural activities, be getting children, curing of diseases, and for settling disputes and so on. The northern part of Kerala, in the present Kasaragod district, is the region where age-old culture of Thayyam still prevails. In southern parts of Kannur district, also Thayyam is known as Thira. Even now appears as annual ritualistic festival. There are hundreds of deities prevalent in the pantheon of Thayyam in the Thayyam land. Authorities from mythology cite only 35 Thayyams in some places and 39 Thayyams in other places. Performance space. The divine dance Thayyam is performed normally at regular intervals. It may either be performed every year or once in 2, 3 or 5 years. Such regular performance is called Kaliyatam. Such Kaliyatam are conducted in houses, tarvadas or ancestral homes, kavu, mundiya shrines and other places. In exceptional cases, more than one festival is conducted every year. The regular Thayyam festival conducted in shrines and kavus are also called Paditaram. Sometimes it will be performed once in several years and conducts in a large scale. Such festivals are called Parum Kaliyatam. Generally, Thayyam is not performed in Brahminical temples, but in small village shrines. A shrine may be a worshipping place of one family or one community, and in a few cases, it is a common worshipping place of all castes where an elected body from the public looks after the performance. Ceremonies usually takes place either within the precincts of the small shrine or in the yard of an ancestral house or in open space with a temporary shrine called Pati. Performance structures, patterns. In the performance of all Thayyam or Thiyatam, the structure is sequential. Gestures, movement and paraphernalia are displayed in a prescribed order. The proper sequence often being more important to the festival aesthetics and to its power than how the sequence are technically carried out. Although variations in performance structure exist, Thayyam are organized around a basic 7-part sequence. Commencement of the ritual of Thiyatam. Number 2, invocation of the deity. 3, recitation of deity's story. 4, possession of the performer by the deity who then dances. 5, recitation of additional stories. 6, giving blessings. 7, removal of crown culminating the ritual performance. Tidangal, or commencement of the rituals of Tiyatam. Tidangal is the concept form of the word Tudangal, which means commencement of the rituals of Tiyatam. Generally, Tidangal denotes the receiving of Kodiyila consisting of rice, manjal pudi, 5 vettila, 5 pieces of araka and 5 wick lamb from Anantriyam or the Karmi. Before this, the impersonator turns towards foreside with folded hands in obeisance. Immediately after this, the impersonator takes turmeric powder or the manjal pudi and puts it on his head, forehead, chest and arms. Then he throws some rice and waves Uziel, the Kodiyala, to 4 directions and keeps the rest on the Kala Sattara. The impersonator, along with his companion, plays drums and chants a stuti. This is the stage of receiving the deity from the shrine. After the ritual, the notary Kuniyal prepares the kuruti, which is the mixture of turmeric and calcium oxide, and after Uziel with burning wicks pours on the floor and tosses the vessel. The ritual ends with the breaking of a coconut and throwing the same backward. It is believed that if the 2 pieces fall supine on the ground, Malanarnu Venal, it is considered to be a good omen or Shubham, and if they fall with their back upwards, it is treated as a bad omen. If the 2 pieces fall in different ways on the ground, it denotes mixed result. Thus, it is used as a medium to predict the success or failure of the festival. Then the impersonator returns to the Aniyara. The first ritual ends when the Nottari Kuniyakal breaks the coconut and throws some rice made the sanctum sanctuary. Before the final removal of the headgear, the impersonator will show as if he is under trance. After the headgear is removed, the Kollakaram receives rice, turmeric, betel leaves from the Antriniyam or the Karmi and to the green room. Donning partial costumes. Invocation of the deity Varaveli. The performer calls the deity down to the shrine. The recitation is chanted in the nominative case, you. Donning the first small crown around garlands. Recitation of the deity's history, totem. Dressed in a partial costume, the performer recites the deity's history in the 3rd person, he or she, which makes the deity present. Donning the full costume. Possession and dance as the deity Tayyam. Dressed in complete costume of the deity and with full makeup, the performer becomes possessed and dances as the deity. The first recitation, Mumbasthanam, an offering of blessings. After completing the dance, the performer recites additional history of the deity in the 1st person, I. He questions those assembled and offers blessing as the deity. Removal of the head dress. Mettiye Kuttal. The culmination of the ritual performance comes when the performer removes the crown in front of the shrine. Invocatory prayer. A short invocatory prayer is recited in nominative case, you, by the performer in front of the shrine. These prayers are chanted to the accompaniment of drums in order to invite the spirit of the deity down to the shrine. As all Theyyam are understood to be a visitization of the divine in the present, the ritual sequence felicitates the transformation as it shifts from 3rd person narrative in which the performer recites the story about the deity to a state in which he embodies the deity, speaks in the 1st person
as the deity and participates in an actual and dynamic world. Costuming and makeup play an important part in marking this gradual transformation. The performer dons only a partial costume for the invocation and recitation of the deity's story. He wears no makeup. A full costume is donned when he appears as deity incarnate and speaks in the first person. Calendar of performance. Usually, Thayyam performance is fixed on a definite date in the calendar of events. Generally, those dates are based on Malayalam month. In some shrines, several rituals are associated with the function of Kallapikkal, date fixing, which includes the summoning of astrologer and predicts the time, cutting the leaves, and tender coconut from coconut tree follows the leavening, cleaning and smearing of cow dung at the place, courtyard, where the performance is to be held. A pandal will be erected using dry coconut leaves. Thayyam performers are also invited to the shrine or the Taravadu to decide upon the dates of the performance. Each performing community has holding its own jurisdiction called Cherugunjanam, and the community elders are called for this decision. Principles of territorial jurisdiction of a performing community and the performer's traditional right are strictly followed, and nobody can ignore this. The Thayyam festival is timed between Tulam 10th and the first week of Edavam. Tulavam 10th falls in the last week of October and Edavam comes in the month of May. But there are exceptions because some Thayyams can be performed throughout the year. For example, Muttapan Thayyam is performed round the year. Gulikan Thayyam, Kalan Thayyam, Pottan Thayyam, etc. are performed all the time. The first week of Tulavam is also considered auspicious for some Thayyams in some particular shrines. Shrines and deities. The idol or image of the deity is not installed in the shrine. Instead, pedestal lamps, divine weapons, mirrors, etc. are concentrated. But in the Taravud's wooden pillar is installed in Kanikottil and is worshipped as the deity. A design of Viral Pattu is also drawn in the sanctum sanctuary with the divinity. There are shrines which are constructed according to the Vastu Shastra. Astrologically, a shrine as well as the premises is divided into 12 rises. This division is in accordance with the Vastu Shastra. Planets and presiding deity. Kovva, Kali. Shukran, female gods, Annapurneshwari, Lakshmi. Budhan, Vishnumurti. Vazam, Lord Vishnu. Sari, Sthava, Chamundi, Ayyappan. Chandran, female goddesses Saraswati. Adityan, Shivan. Ketu, Plotan, Thayyam, devils. Rahu, snake gods. The installation and reinstallation ceremonies of deities are done according to Rashi Chakra. The places in which important deities are installed are as under. Kovva, Tai Paradevata, Bhairavan, Ghantakaran, Rakteshwari, Kannan Gattu, Bhagavati in Mukkolittu, etc. Chandran, Musi Lottu Bhagavati, Pumala Kurutti, Kannan Gattu Bhagavati in Kannan Gattu, etc. Shukran, Puli Thayangal, Thayyam related to tiger. Rahu, Naga Daivangal, Thayyam related to snake worship. Budhan, Vishnu Murti, Polla Tutta Daivan, etc. Adityan, Kshetra Palakan, Vayanattu Kulavan. Shani, Muttappan, Vettakoru Kumaran, Panchurali, Kallukurati, Chamundi, Kathai Veeran, etc. Vyaham, Guru Daivan, Karanavaran Taivan, ancestors, etc. Ketu, Pottan Taivan, Mandi, Gulikaran.
Traditional community or performers. For a Theatum performer, musicians, drummers, costumes are also required. But it is some traditional community people who are responsible for the performance. Irrespective of caste, all people worship Tayyam. But the right to don Tayyam outfit and dance as divine being is restricted to a few castes. Even among the performers, there are geographical restrictions for their movement. Each performing community will have their own right holding geographical areas and shrines to perform under his jurisdiction. They should don Tayyam accordance with the customary rules. The right to perform Tayyam thus is called Serujamma Vakasam. Malayan, Vanan, Vellan, Koppalam, Malivan, Puliyan, Paravan, Pampatham, Chinkathan are the main communities who perform Tayyam. Aharya, costume, headgear, makeup, weapons. Costumes. Male deities, especially the hero characters' costume, are almost similar, but differences in costume between Veeran, the heroic, are Karavanan, Tayyam is conspicuous. All the forms of Kamudi Tayyam, female deities wear arch-shaped Porathattu, which is made of wood with elaborate decoration using peacock feathers and well-crafted tender tassels on the outer edge. The inner side is visually more prominent with a red dot cloth spread over wooden frame or painted on wood carrying highly decorative designs of moon and flowers made of metal and other material. Molar is a wooden frame which makes the breast and abdomen, suggesting that Tayyam is Kamudi, a female deity. The costume consists of several attachments made up of starch and plaited cloth. Vilumban forms the bottom. Aduku, made of wooden frame with decoration, is worn around the hips. A metal ring, odium, also forms a part of the costume which is fitted around the waist just above Aduku. Chekki, flowers or wooden thread, is strung around the waist. The Tayyams wearing the above mentioned costume, Arakayam, will be fixed to two tails on two sides on the back. A few Tayyams, especially Veerans, do wear Koyatam on their back, which is a special piece of wood covered with woolen cloth and decorative papers such as aluminium foil.
Local names of headgear and its corresponding deities. Neelamudi, Valimudi, Vattamudi. Tyagi Parumad Devata, Anga Kulingiri Bhagavati, Narambil Bhagavati, Painakattu Bhagavati, Puliyar Kali, Narambil Bhagavati, etc. Pilimudi, Upreji, Vetakorumanga, Chattamundi, Karan Kuttichan, Puli Vetta Kumarangan, Pulikandan, Kalikan Tayyam. Pokatti, Kathiveenu Kudivivaran, Po Kuttikan, Kandamelan, Muniyeshwaran, etc. Porathattu, Madayal Kummadi, Rakta Karumadi, Porathattu, Madayal Chamundi, Rakta Chamundi, Moolavami Chamundi, Pandihara Chamundi, Kundara Chamundi, etc. Kumbudi, Bappayumuri, Karyatan, Kotta Chamundi, Poonamaratan, Vairajatan, Vadakkan Kodil, etc. Kondalamudi, Padakurangal, Bhagavati, etc. Kodumundi, Muttappan. Omarmundi, Bhairavan. Halamundi, Kamadattu, Bhagavati. Olamundi, Tirumundi, Ghantakaran, Tikam, Gulikaran. Yelamundi, Molampettu, Bhagavati. Kaviramundi, Kurati. Kiridan, Bali. Tirumundi, Muchilotu, Bhagavati. Kannagattu, Bhagavati. Makeup. The process of making up the face of Thayyam is called Mukha Tenjulam. Generally, colors like orange, red, yellow, black are used for face painting. Green color is also used rarely for a few deities. The face painting starts with smearing mana yellow, orange as a light shade on the face. Different designs and patterns, sometimes lines, are drawn on the border using red and black colors on the orange. Red is called Kayyaliyum and the black Mashi. Name of the drawings and name of the deity. Kodum Pukiran Kosi Pukam Vishnumurti. Kunda Vijuruttu Vishnumurti northern side. Teppam Kuriyam Chamundi, but Madayal Chamundi has a distinct face painting called Nagaryavi Vizukam. Karangittu Kuttam Tipu Kuriyam Bhairavan. Natu Kannu Tikam Mazavu Puttu Vadakan Mesharattu is Pokuttikan. Manakannu Kuzipushpam Vairajatam Vadakan Kodi Veeran Vairajatan. Kutti Sanktam Vairividalam Anka Kulangara Bhagavati Panaya Kutti Bhagavati Choliyuru Bhagavati Chekipara Bhagavati Mankadat Bhagavati Nirambil. Valiye Sankum Perikuttu Tai Paradevata Chembulittu Bhagavati Ayitti Bhagavati Uchal Kadavati Bhagavati Vatakannum Anku Puliyam Cheralata Bhagavati Pullam Potikoram Narikutti Kuttu Pulli Karkarnil Puliyarlu Kukkurul Kurul Puli Kannan Puliyar Kannan Nagam Tagu Iskuttu Pattiya Bhagavati Tirumukku Pothukuttal Tiruvapan Anakkalum Kuriyam Vettakoralam Urupasi Kozikulam Nagam Tattiyechu Katevunar Veeran Irakkural Kandarakelan Kurikal Thayyam Padar Kularangal Veelan Vattakunnum Muriyal Vayanattu Kulavan Kalikaran Thayyam Kurantiyaranar in the north.
Weapons. The weapons are the ones worshipped in the shrine, since there is no idol worship for the Thayyam in the sanctum sanctorum. Each Thayyam is related to a particular type of weapon, and some will have more weapons that will be carried during the performance, and some Thayyams at the time of totem. Generally, the divine weapons are called Tiruvayuddham. Different weapons used by Thayyams are as follows. Names of the weapons, names of the deities. Val, Nantaka Val Editha, Tan, Paricha, Ponthi, Paricha, Sulam, Kaduthila, Ponthi, Paricha, Munyar, Katti, Will, Kurika, Katti, Madikol, Kanakatti, Urumi, Dandu, Villu and Churika, Kunakal, Nantakam Bhagavati, Tai Paridevata, Katavanur Veeran, Virajatan Pumaratun, Virajatan Pumarutan, Gulikan, Vettakurumakan, Kuttikatan, Kurati, Muttappan, Pottan, Kandanakela, Vayanattu Kulavan, Kativannu Veeran, Bhutam, Vishnumurti, Bhairavan, Kunikai, Guntakaram. Rhythm and music. Rhythm and music have an important role in Thayattam as it works as the medium for communication in Thayattam. The rhythm of Thayattam varies from one Thayyam to another. The atom or the dance of Thayyam is in accordance with the rhythm played on Chenda with the accompaniment of Ilathalam and Kunikuzil. Generally, in the beginning and in the end, the percussion becomes more vibrant, and in the middle part of the performance, light rhythm with one or two chendas is presented. But the Kalasam rhythmic dance and other ritualistic movement are always accompanied by more chendas. The number of chendas used for percussion ranges from 3 to 4 to 10 or 15, depending upon the importance of the festival.